Welcome to Ophiuchus Tarot. We are back again with another channel message for the collective. But before we jump right in, I did want to just take a note and say I don't normally start out with a few cards, but I had a little bit of a cough going on in the beginning, and so we're just going to kind of say what happened here. We've got this Page of Swords. Now, when I was sliding the cards out of the exterior packaging, the Page of Swords came out all rough and kind of flew into the air and slid right out center board. And I thought, you definitely have someone looking into you. And I want to say it's almost like a neurotic energy. It's like, need to find out what's going on, need to be able to figure it out. That's what I kept getting. And then we had a little bit of, and I don't know if the coughing was from my throat feeling a little constricted, my chest feeling a little heavy. It was like a panic. It was like, I don't know, whoever's looking into you is panicking in some way, right? They really want to balance things out. They want to have what they want to have. And I feel like with this Tower energy, they've either already fell from the tower with you in a situation, or that's what they're thinking that this was, this past time that you guys saw each other. That was the last of it. So they're looking to come back in with an offer. I almost kind of feel fuzzy-brained right now. I almost kind of feel like I don't know where to go or what to say. And I don't feel that that's my energy. So I do kind of feel like that's the energy where this person is. It's like, did I make a mistake? Did I do the wrong thing? I'm waiting for my ships to come in. Am I the one who caused this tower? How do I fix it if I did, right? I feel like this person's been kind of resting in that energy because I feel like it's a lot for this person. Trying to really pick themselves up or pick up the pieces. But I feel like they'll realize when it comes down to it that they weren't giving of themselves. They didn't open up. They didn't share maybe their time, their effort, their energy, right? And of course, you're not going to get what you're after if you're not putting in any energy into it, right? It's just not the way that works. I hear light bulb, so it's like I do feel like somebody gets it. Now they're ready to fight. Now they want to be on top. Now they want to give to this, right? Now when they can't see, it's like, what's going to come from it? Is something good going to come from it? They don't really know. Did they miss their opportunity? Because I feel like that's that energy. It's that shaky energy. It's like realizing what you want too late. I kind of want to say this person realizes they have a depth of emotion. They might be coming towards you and you might have this Queen of Swords energy. It's like, I already gave you a chance. It's like, wow, you kind of squandered it, right? I just kind of feel like they squandered the blessing that is you, collective. Now they want to come in and speak their truth. They feel like you might be fair. They're hoping they could spark that passion up again and kind of get that growth thing going on here. And they might be able to. I'm not really sure. I mean, they're going to jump in like the Fool and give it a go. Why? Because they really want this. They're hoping their luck is on the upswing with that wheel. They're hoping to be lucky in this situation because right now, where they're sitting, they feel defeated. Their choice is to come towards you in love with an offer. They're hoping they can celebrate that with you. They're hoping they can take it to a greener shore. They want to rise up. Gabriel blowing that horn. They want to communicate. I feel like this is someone who just kind of made a mistake. I feel like they figured it out all too late that what they wanted, they let go, right? And that's kind of what it seems like to me. Yeah, now they want to come in with that because they want the emotional fulfillment because they know in their heart of hearts, they can have that with you. They feel that, right? And so they're ready to offer it. Do you still want that? Can I still have this wish? Or is it over for good, right? Is it over or can it have a restart? I feel like we could have a happy, loving, stable future, right? Yeah. They don't know how you're going to react to it all because I almost kind of feel like you're in your happy now anyway, right? It may take this person a hell of a lot of strength to step towards you. I don't know how they actually acted in the past. You know, I don't know if there were arguments. I don't know if there were um, ways that they hurt you in the past, because I feel like if you're in that Queen of Swords, maybe you felt like you gave this person ample time or ample energy, and they kind of just, I hear a swing and a miss. So it's like, I don't know if somebody in here is into baseball, but it's like, I kind of feel like that's the energy, right? It just, no connect. It didn't go anywhere. Yeah, I'm getting baseball themes. So somebody could be into baseball. You might know that about your person. Or anything else, Spirit? Yeah, they're just hoping to divinely balance this out. They might be shooting up prayers. I don't know if this is the type of person that does shoot up prayers, but I feel like even if they never have, they might be doing that now. Yeah, I wanted to say using every tool they can. It's like realizing they need to use every tool they can. Yeah, balance, balance, balance to move forward, to build together strong, racing in, speaking that truth, having that passion show up behind them, showing their stability. It's like, I feel like they're thinking of all the things they should have done before, and now they're ready to do that. So, collective, as always, I am just the reader. I just let you know what is coming so you can make a well-informed decision about what you want for yourself. Just because this opportunity presents itself in your life doesn't mean you have to take it. We all have free will choice, and if this is not what you want or not something you want to live through again or start up again, that's entirely up to you, right? But Spirit's just letting you know that it's coming in, and yeah, you've got a giant offer coming in. Somebody really wants to plant that seed for the future. I feel like that's really important. I do feel like Divine is on board with this. I did see a lot of ace type energy, hands from the clouds making offers. So I do feel like they may be pushed in your direction to make that offer. I feel like they've been seeing with clarity what they hadn't seen before, that they really actually want you there. It's like when they picture their life into the future, they picture you in it. There's romance. There's that sweetness or that kindness, right? And it's like, I know where I can find that. I know I want that to be a cornerstone in my life, right? Yeah, I want it to be there. Um, right now, I feel like they're suffering in this Nine of Swords energy, and they are searching for any type of information at all. It's like, are you seeing someone? Is there a time I can come in? It's like almost like setting up an appointment with you. It's like, I don't know if they're being very, because I saw someone making like a doctor's appointment. So it's like they're kind of making an appointment with you. It's like because they feel ill because things didn't work. It's like, I feel like there's a sense of heaviness or illness or deep sadness that goes with this situation. It's like, is it really over? That's what I keep kind of feeling. This person, when they come in, they might trip over their words. They might feel a little confused and have a lot on their mind when they come in. I feel like it is the stress of the situation, or they've allowed the situation to stress them out, right? So that's what we got here. Like I said, always up to you, but that is what's coming in. All right, let's see. I feel like there's a lot to it because I keep on thinking to myself, wow, there's a lot of cards here. And it doesn't seem like there's any more than, do you see me taking one at a time like I've got all day? I kind of feel like this person almost wants to address one thing at a time, right? To kind of really clear up each individual thing. It's like they don't want to leave any stone unturned or any reason for you to turn your back. I am seeing that Queen of Swords. So it's like, you know, you're going to make a well-informed decision with the information that you have. So they want to give you as much of it as they can, or as much of how they see the situation to be, or what their thoughts are on the whole situation. So you can take that into account when you make your well-informed decision. This person knows that you're going to do that, and either you're going to welcome them in, and that would be fair, or you're going to say, I'm sorry, you can't pass. And that would be fair as well, because I think they know you to be that type of person, right? You'll take all the information into account, and then you'll make that healthy decision for yourself. What's right for you, what's right for your soul, right? And I feel like you do take other people into account when you make big decisions. So I almost kind of feel like I can't cut the thread here. I can't cut the thread. So wow, the channel is so strong this morning. I almost kind of feel like in this situation, the two of you feel that red thread of fate. So both of you may have felt that in this situation. It's like no matter how far you roam, no matter how many years pass in between, you feel that connection to this soul. I feel like there's always more to grow from or learn from in this situation. Could be one of those type of soulmates. And I feel like if you know, you know. It's a higher level soulmate. There's a lot of growth involved. There's nothing saying that the two of you can't be together, but I feel like a lot needs to heal before two can come together, because I feel like if not, the situation remains unbalanced and it can become a an unhealthy situation for both. Now, I said healthy situation, so perhaps this time coming in, Spirit wanted to kind of say that this might be a healthy situation. All right, now let me take a sip because when I say this person's energy is very strong, you might feel this person even from a distance. There could be telepathy there as well. All right, we're going to hop in here, see if we can get a different message or, I don't know, even more of the same. All right. Yeah, you're moving forward. All right, collective. I feel like there is a tether here, but I almost kind of feel like this is your side of things. It's like this is what you've been focused on. And this might be why that person is so neurotic in that energy, why that spying card flew out the way that it did. They may have other people on the case as well. I do feel the tethered energy. There's no way I'm going to get past it. Okay, we're just going to roll with it and see what comes out. This person's so energy heavy that they're taking over the energy in the readings today. So it just is what it is. We're going to flow with it. We have the golden egg. I feel like that's you, collective. This person wants to be all up in your energy. You're moving forward swiftly, and they might get very nervous at the rapid pace that you move forward. We've got the otter energy here. So you're sweet, you're nurturing, you're loving, you're kind, you're playful. I feel like you're busy. You've got it all going on for yourself. You're growing your web. You're creating in your life. There's a healthy cushion of energy there. It's like the inner circle, the outer circle. I feel like this person's on the outer circle. I feel like they're watching you like a hawk or like a dragon. You are the treasure. You're the golden egg. They very clearly see that. They want the prize. They want the egg, right? And I feel like there's not much that they wouldn't do now that they've got their, I wanted to say eagle eye on you, but it's like a dragon eye. So once they set their sights on you, they're laser locked in. And I feel like this is the type of person that when they figure out what they actually want, they go for it. So I do sense that energy here. I also want to say that I do feel like Spirit is watching over this situation. You may have ancestors on deck. And I want to say you've got angels on deck, you know, your spiritual team's there, and whoever it is that you pray to, I feel like they're on board with you as well. I do feel like you're very tuned in, tapped in. I feel like even when you're out of the limelight or you're having a quiet moment or you're recouping or you're healing in your quiet moment, you're still glowing. You're still emanating light. I feel like you are a very powerful soul. I don't know if this person, I hear perceived downtime. So I don't know if you took a day off. I don't know if you took a few days off. I don't know if you maybe took some vacation time. So you had some quiet time to yourself. This person may have assumed that you were having a rough time when you took just a day of rest or a couple days of rest, right? I feel like they may feel like they're responsible for your bad days, and where sometimes I feel like this person might be okay with that. It's like, well, if I can't rest and they're on my mind all the time, why shouldn't I be on theirs? So there's kind of that energy there. I don't really love that. I feel like it's a little bit of immaturity as far as souls go, but I guess it's not that anybody can't learn and grow from very quickly or easily once they see the truth of it, that's not kind of the way to be or not the energy to be sitting in. When you vibrate higher, right? get yourself in alignment with things. And I feel like that's where you are. I feel like this soul needs to, I hear vibe up or out. It's your choice. So I do kind of feel like that might be your energy. Your energy may be saying to this other soul, either you vibe up, you learn, grow, and expand, or you're going to vibe out. And it's nothing that I can control. It's all up to you. And I feel like that's what your soul, your energy field is saying to this person. There's big energy here. It's like, yeah, you've got to do some work. You've got to pick the bones clean. Like I said, there's a touch of, I don't want to say it's insecurity or low energy or, now we all struggle from time to time, so there's no judgment at all when I say we are all souls learning and growing on this journey. It is completely normal to be wherever it is that you are. So like I said, no judgment here, but I feel like what your soul is saying is like, I'm tuned in, I'm tapped up, right? I'm up here. And you can meet me up here. You just have to kind of do some work first. So that's kind of what I'm getting here. We've got the fish, so abundance. I feel like you're stepping into that vibration of just drawing in that abundance. Yeah, you're building in your life. This person is feeling everything you do as far as how you rise up, how you vibe up in your life. They're taking that as a wound. It's like they're getting stung by it. They're taking that as in your face, look at me, right? When all you're doing is moving yourself forward. It's like they're taking every jab they can at you as you move forward because they feel like you're doing it just to spite them. And I feel like if they really sat with themselves for a minute, they'd see that that's not the case, right? That you're just moving forward. You're trying to enjoy your life. You're, making things happen for yourself. But they're taking those as direct attacks, right, on their person. Yeah. They've been trying to get clever about maybe how they come back at you. They may be trying to sting in return. I don't know that any of that is touching you. I really don't feel like it is. I feel like maybe it's something that you notice. Okay. I'm kind of getting a little energy here. It's like, you know how hurt people? That's kind of the energy here. It's like this person is feeling small, so they feel like they have to get clever with how they bite back towards you. They could be receiving karma if there was something going on here where they maybe mistreated you or maybe they started to bite back in really nasty ways. There could be some karma going on, or they could have been suffering through that karma, or they're racking it up right now, depending on, if this is more past or here and now, right? I just feel like it's like the way to handle people who kind of mistreat you is to really not deal with them at all, right? I just feel like there's no need to bite back. There's no need to bite at all. It's like, and I feel like you know that, and I feel like I'm not telling you anything you don't already know. I feel like as much as you mind your own business, that's also being taken as an attack. How dare you live your life and enjoy yourself while I'm suffering because of the consequences that I have made for myself? How dare you, collective? That's kind of the energy that I'm getting. I feel like this person doesn't want to open their eyes and see their own involvement in the situation, what they added to it, what they put in. They would say, oh, well, it was just retaliation for the way you made me feel. You did this to me. Now, we can't say that we didn't cause someone pain. That's never for us to decide. It is that one soul. But I do feel like this person really kind of likes the victim energy here. So, or has been kind of leaning too heavily on that victim mentality. And I feel like you're busy. You've got your hand in other things. You're tuned in, tapped in. Yeah, you're busy. You're creating that web. You're spreading that light. You're sharing it, right? You may be a grid worker as well. I am kind of getting that energy here. You're shining. You're showing up real big. For some of you, it could be on a platform. For others of you, it's in your everyday life. You're really resilient. You're shining. You're standing out. I want to say for all the right reasons. I feel like no matter what it is that they do to you, no matter what way they sting you, they're not going to dull your shine. Your shine is divinely given, and nobody can take that away. And I feel like once you know that you're responsible for your own happy in this life, and I feel like I'm talking to a lot of souls who get it, um, nobody can take that from you, right? If you're in a happy mood, it would be your decision to allow something to change your energy, right? You're in control of that, right? It's not outside forces that are in control of your happy. You are. You can choose to allow something to ruin your day or ruin your afternoon or ruin your next 5 minutes, or you could just kind of flow with it. Stay busy, stay focused, keep yourself in, doing all those things that you need and want to do, and you'll continue to hold your energy, right? It's always up to you. You're the only one responsible for that. So it's like once you realize that, yeah, you can stay in your happy with that dolphin energy. You can stay with your playful, your fun energy, right? And I feel like you have other people around you that you can communicate with. So if you were feeling a little bit of heavy energy, or, because it does get tossed in our direction, sometimes we have to sort it out. Their energy, the muck they're throwing from our own. So there could be a heavy moment as you're kind of weeding through the energy, but I feel like it's nothing you can't handle. Take that busy work really fast and make it happen. Sort whatever is not yours, this illness energy, sort that out, transmute that energy, send it back down into the grid or into violet flame, let it transmute itself. I feel like there's no need, of course, to toss it back. I don't believe in that return to sender energy. I know I've said it before, I'll say it again. If you use return to sender energy and it works for you, that's fine. But I feel like when we know better, we should do better, right? When we send energy back, people who are in a healthy state of being, who are in divine alignment with themselves, don't send others crap energy. They don't start throwing muck in somebody's direction. Healed people don't do that, right? So I want to say the energy that's being thrust at you in your direction comes from someone who's hurting and wants to hurt as well. Hurt people, right? So it's not coming from a healed person. And I feel like in knowing that, I know better so I can do better. Is it going to help this person, this soul, to throw back that mucky energy when I know I can just handle it really quickly on my own? It's like I don't need to bite back. And I feel like I'm talking to souls who get that. So maybe you want to make the changeover to this type of mentality for yourself. If you want to, feel free to adopt that. If you don't and you're not ready for that, no worries, right? I just feel like it should be said. Because Spirit's kind of pushing that through. So I feel like I'm talking to souls who get it. It's like throw back some heavy energy on a soul who's already suffering or feeling buried under the weight of their own emotions or things they can't heal yet, right? Why would I add back to their load, right? They're still going to have those things they need to deal with, still going to need to attack those hurts that they're feeling inside. That's enough work for that soul to do. I get it. So I ground down the energy, right? I find a way to kind of transmute that energy and be on my way. I feel like I let divine handle a lot of it. You can just tell divine. It's like when you feel these type of attacks and things going on. Now, if you look at it, this is coming from a soul who is interested in you, who wants to spend time with you, who may have a depth of emotion for you. They're just not well enough prepared to deal with all these energies at once. They're kind of buried under the weight of it, right? So it's not a bad soul. It's not somebody who deserves pain. They're just a soul who's suffering right now. And sometimes when you're suffering, you can hurt the people around you, right? Or hurt the people you want to love. So I see that here, right? And the understanding, compassionate part of me gets it, right? Because I know I am not a perfect person and I have been a hurting soul and I have hurt people around me, right? I feel like we all kind of do that from time to time. So I feel like Spirit's just saying there are a lot of ways you could really handle this. And I feel like Spirit's saying there is another option. You don't have to throw the muck back and forth, because sometimes that'll happen. If you toss it back, it's going to come back stronger, because now they're angry. They're getting the karma for the situation, right? And they're thinking that you're battling with them when you're really just tossing back their own junk. But I feel like they're in a mental state where they can't see that, right? So to them, that this means war, declaration of war. So I kind of get that energy there. I saw something from, what is that movie? Brave. She said, we'll expect your declarations of war in the morning. And that's kind of what I heard. So I don't know if that somebody really likes that movie, but that's what was coming in there. I feel like there's that spirit there, that brave spirit. And I feel like you're being called to do that. Yeah, I just heard you might have seen that movie recently. Okay, we've got, yeah, look. We've got swan energy, and Spirit's just kind of doubling down on this. Try not to do the return to sender energy if you're willing, if you're able, because it is going to bounce back and forth, right? What you're throwing out there is bound to come back, right? So the second we decide to ground down that energy and wish that person well, hope that they find what they need on their own, right? Or hope that they could do the healing work, or send them some angels, right? Help them to see with clarity, right? Because I feel like that's what that person really needs. Then they can actually see what they're doing wrong. I feel like there's a way to be helpful, and there's a way to kind of cause more muck for everybody involved. So I don't know why I had to come out. Okay, the wolf energy. You know, when it comes down to it, this person wants to be part of your pack. They just don't have all the right moves to get there. They want to be part of that inner circle. They want to be sharing in that energy with you. I know you might say they have a funny way of trying to show it, and I feel like you're probably right. This is coming from a soul who, I don't want to say they're not on your level, right? And I don't mean that in a mean way. I just feel like they're not on your level yet, right? They don't get it. They haven't learned some of the real key lessons that you've had to learn. This is actually their time to learn it, right? And you might be one of their wise teachers, right? I hear raven sight and I hear dove sight. So I feel like with the black and the white, I just feel like this person's learning, and I feel like both can grow from this situation. I almost hear it like a prophecy. It's like, I hear, in this too shall pass. So it's like there's a lot of that energy. It's like prophesized. So this was kind of set into motion for grander purpose. You had to become this person's teacher. And I feel like, believe it or not, you're putting Spirit's energy out there, and they are picking that up. It might not be right away, but they're swooping in to kind of pick the bones clean. We did see that in the beginning. So they are taking from it. You might not see the results right away, but do know that they're learning, and I don't know, you're part of that growth. Maybe eventually, even though it was a pain in the butt, you might see it like, well, at least that person is expanding and growing, right? At least they're getting past that. They're not sending me that mucky energy anymore, because they've learned that that's not the right thing to do, right? Spirit asks you to stand in all different energies, with all different kinds of energies, and in all different rooms, right? You have spiritual knowledge. They want you to pass it out. That's exactly what you're doing. Energetically, you are that star. You're shining. Spirit's just saying that's what you're doing. Now, for some of you, I want to say take what resonates and toss the rest with these readings. They are general. So utilize your discernment. Is this reading for you? Don't make it fit if it's not. I hear don't try to put a square into a circle, right? But if this is for you and it fits real smoothly into your puzzle, take it and think about it. Mill it over in your mind. See what works for you, where you're at as a soul. I feel like Spirit's watching over you. You are safe. Just because Spirit's watching over you does not mean you're not going to have experiences. You're not going to feel the highs and lows, the muck. You're not going to experience all these good things. Spirit needs their soldiers, their warriors down here to be very, very resilient. And I feel you are that resilient soul. So do know that. they'll keep giving you what you need, and you'll keep scooping it up and moving it forward, running wild and running free like you do, making those really beautiful decisions from that soul's inner compass and shining it out for everybody to share. Spirit on deck. You know, you might have needed a Phoenix moment. I feel like I'm talking to more than a few Phoenix energies. I feel like if you're listening here and you resonate with this, you may have Phoenix energy. There are so many times where you will need to rebirth over and over again into new energy, to step forward, to become a teacher, right? Sometimes you teach the same people more than once, and it can be frustrating. I get it. I really do. Trust me, I do. But I feel like you know in your heart of hearts that it's for a grander purpose, right? I'm talking to those, I want to say warriors. I want to say divine warriors or angelic warriors, or I want to say star brothers and sisters. This is that energy here. You've incarnated for purpose, and I feel like maybe you've been experiencing a lot of heavier energies most recently, but I do feel like it is moving out, and I do feel like you know that. As soon as you rebirth into the new energy, you burn away the old, you come back in, you're brand new. You may take a day here and there to kind of recoup or regenerate. And then what does spirit start to? They start to pull in these energies all over again. I kind of bumped into this. This is blue salt, which is blue salt, and it is for divine connection. I want to say your divine connection is highly protected and really, really powerful. So they may muck you over with a little heavier energy, but it's nothing you can't clear. I feel like, or nothing spirit doesn't help you clear if you can just kind of remember to ground it down and cut your cords, clear your energy, right? That depth of emotion and depth of love that you have is, I want to say, not only is it important, but it's necessary. I feel like if you are a light worker and a healer, you have love deeper than the bottomless well. That's the way it goes. And I feel like that's how you'll know if I'm talking to you, because your love is so deep that you may have trouble putting it to words. And I want to say those are the types of souls that I'm talking about. You might think there aren't words in my language that accurately describe the depth of what I'm feeling. If that sounds like you, I feel like that might be another way how you know I'm talking to you, right? I want to say you have gorgeous energy. Keep taking that higher perspective into account. Spirit wants you to fly high, see the grander picture, and be able to mirror out the right type of energy. Sometimes the energy that you need to mirror out there is a depth of love and softness, kindness, compassion, understanding. You know, have you ever seen somebody act out, or a little one act out, and they're throwing their fit and they're kicking their legs? What do they oftentimes really, really need? A bit of love, right? A bit of hug, a cuddle, just to know that everything's going to be fine. It's okay to be frustrated, right? I feel like the souls that you're dealing with are lacking in that energy, and you actually carry that beautifully. So it's like, you have the opportunity to share that. I'm not saying you have to go up and hug this person, especially if they've been attacking you or throwing muck your way. I'm not saying that, but I feel like energetically, this is what you have the ability to hand out. And I feel like Spirit's asking you to utilize that superpower that you have right there, because that love is a superpower. That depth of love is something that not everyone walks through this life carrying, right? Some people step into that shallow energy and they walk in that pond forever, right? Or that little puddle forever. I feel like the vast depths of the ocean would be jealous with the way that you are. It's kind of what I'm getting. So I do feel like sometimes you need to kind of put that out there. I don't know. Spirit's just giving a whole bunch of things. Don't forget to balance yourself out. And you will go through periods where Spirit kind of takes you for a quiet moment so you can, it's like before you rebirth again as Phoenix, you might find yourself going into periods of excuse me, I want to say quiet, and it could be a day's worth, it could be a week's worth, right? It could be a month where you're really just kind of minding your own business. You go straight home after work or whatever it is, and you kind of keep your energy to yourself as you do or take on these new energies. I feel like you have a habit of going through periods of you can't reach me and I'm unavailable to here I am back out and about shining what I need to shine. I feel like it's all for grand purpose. I feel like you're kind of on board for that as well. Got a lot of people looking into you. I feel like it's not just one person, of course. You're setting a fantastic example of what spirituality looks like down here in whatever way you kind of share that. And you'll be doing that in the face, and I want to say in the face of adversity, right? There are people who are going to spit venom in your direction simply because you shine, simply because you stand out, simply because they view you to be higher than them or beautiful than them or more handsome than them or have more than them. It's going to be the trigger that starts their journey, right? I know it's hard to kind of understand, but I feel like what I want to say is being a light worker and a healer isn't easy. It's beautiful, but it's not easy, right? And I kind of get that here. It's like, you trigger a lot of souls and you get a lot of flack for it. And you feel like, oh, man, all I did was walk in the room. All I did was show up and all hell breaks loose. It's like your energy, like I said in the beginning, it asks people to rise. You don't have to say a word. Your energy roars, right? You walk into a room, you could be very quiet, very meek, very shy, but your energy roars like a lion, right? King of the beasts, as you walk in the room, your energy steps in way before you do. It's like people feel you come in. And I want to say that, if you were wondering why those kinds of things happen to you, that's why. And some people get really angry when you show up in big energy. What do you mean I have to rise higher? I just did some work, right? It's exhausting. I don't want to go through that again. I don't want to touch on those pains and those hurts. It's too hard to release them right now, right? And that's why they hiss, they spit, they get mad, right? I feel like Spirit's just giving you this information because I feel like once you know better, you formulate that understanding within yourself and you kind of keep that as your, you tuck it into your book of wisdom and you kind of, open that up to that page every now and then when somebody's giving you this energy and you're like, oh yeah, I remember why they do this, right? It makes sense. And then you start to really be able to see it with clarity. You don't have to see it through the eyes of anger, getting mad that this person is saying things or doing things. It's like, I understand it. It's like, I get it. They circle around you because you have energy that they need, because you're supposed to trigger them into an awakening or a healing, right? We've got a lot of these heavier energies now coming in. People still trying to find their happy whole all on their own. And you kind of push them into finding that for themselves or into healing some of these major blockages that stop them from doing that in the first place, right? I don't know. I could keep going. Yeah. Keep your soft. Spirit is saying, again, just reiterating the message, that is one of your superpowers, right? So you're going to keep using that. People are going to perceive that kindness as weakness. And I feel like the one thing you're going to realize is those are the unhealed people, because people who have really done the healing work and are kind of vibing on your level understand that to be powerful is to have a level of kindness and compassion and soft. It goes with the territory. And if you don't have that, you're not there yet, right? Not just for everyone around you, but for yourself as well. Kindness, compassion, love, right? Major, major energies in this lifetime. And if you want that balance, you kind of have to come into it all at once, right? You're going to pull people out of the darkness. You're going to light them up and have them zipping forward. Spirit's going to protect you, keep you 10 steps ahead. Yeah, Spirit's going to protect you. You're important, right? Your energy's important. Your shine's important. I'm going to stop it here, but I feel like I could keep going. I feel like this is just Spirit just kind of wanting to get out all of these messages today. This energy is so big. It's like I take one day off just to kind of get my rest and recoup my energy, and wow, do we show back up with a bang. This energy has been a lot this morning, but it needed to go out. It needed to kind of race out there to the collective. Spirit needs you to know who you are or how they see you, right? Beautiful, fantastic energy. Do I want another one? No, I feel like I'm actually going to cut it here this morning. I do have another deck, but I think I'm going to wait until tomorrow. We're going to hop in here. All right, what do we have for the collective? Your initials, their initials, and any other messages that may come through. All right. I hear I did it. It was me. I don't know if you're going to have someone stepping forward kind of telling you that they did something. It's like if they did something hurtful, but they maybe tried to deny it at first, they may be coming through admitting it because they want to heal the situation. I hear, are you mad at me? So it's like, are you over it? Are you over the situation? And it's like one way or the other. It's like, so over it that you're done dealing with me, or are you over the fact that I made a mistake, right? And then we can move forward. So it's like, I feel like that's the kind of, this person's questioning is what I hear. Oh, we have a blank there. So if you need an initial. All right. I hear, where's your focus right now? You know, I almost kind of feel like it was the person that was admitting to you that they had done wrong. And I feel like they were waiting for you to kind of lash out. And I feel like that never came. I feel like there's a sense of maturity here where, you know, you don't feel the need to freak out and scream and you know, have at somebody that way. You're just like, okay, you know, like, I get it. I feel like, yeah, I hear something about people rubbing you the wrong way, and it's like, I don't know if this person rubs you the wrong way, but I feel like they're trying, right? And I'm not discounting anything this person is doing. This could very well be the person who is stinging back because they were hurting over a situation with you, or they couldn't see it clearly and they couldn't see that they were at fault somewhere in the situation, right? So they were attacking you and they were standing in that victim complex, right? I do kind of see that energy here. It could be this person. This person may rub you the wrong way. I want to say, as much as they do that, you actually maybe have a soft spot for this person. This could be a family member. This could be a friend, a potential lover, right? I don't know who this person is for you, but I feel like, and I was forced to kind of crack my knuckle there. And I almost kind of feel like you may be at your breaking point when it comes to this person. I hear they just don't listen to what I say. And it's like, I feel like it's like you hear me, but you don't hear me until later. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like this person really just it's like they'll apologize and then automatically they want to jump in. So what are you up to? So what are you, you know, what are your plans now? Where are you going from here? And it's like, I think that should tell you everything. It's like this person doesn't hate you. They absolutely adore you. They just get mad that they're not where you are, right? And instead of kind of looking at themselves and doing the work, you know, that's hard sometimes. Maybe this person's been working extra hard and they just came out of a growth period, right? And they're not ready to jump back in, but they really want to spend time with you, right? I get that kind of energy. It's like, I love you, but it's like I love to hate you, but not hate. It's not hate because there's love, right? I don't know. I just feel like there's a conflicted type energy here. And I'm not saying that's a healthy energy or that's something you have to accept in your life. I'm just saying this is the energy that I'm feeling. So if I'm confused by the energy, it's like this person's high and then they're low and then they're in between and they're on an even keel, right? I feel like if I'm experiencing that, it's like energetic whiplash, right? If I'm experiencing that, yeah, I hear roller coaster of emotions. I hear this person's sitting on a lot of work that they need to do yet. And more painful things that they're not ready to jump into, but they want to feel like they've accomplished something. And by being in your energy, they feel that they have, right? That tells their ego that they've done some work and they're on your level, right? And I feel like there's an intense want to grow, to get past this. So I understand this, soul, but I'm saying it's very confusing. So if I'm experiencing this all at once, you might be experiencing this. This is this person's energy. They're kind of all over the place. Well-meaning, yes. And they do have a love, as much as they've known love is as much as they can love you, right? Someone can only meet you as deeply as they've met themselves. And I do feel like this person kind of struggles there. It's like, every time they get to a newer level, they feel like I must surely be on their level now, right? And then they realize they still have a lot to do, but it's that fake it till you make it. Because they want to be in your energy. It feels great, right? It feels great to be in your energy. And I feel like ultimately that just shows where the soul wants to go. Yeah, I want to say, if you have to take your time out from this energy, please do that, right? Take your quiet period, set your healthy boundaries. That's necessary as a light worker and a healer. Wow, is it necessary? You need a day? Take a day. Shut off the phone. Let people know you're taking a day off. It's like, I need time to myself to recoup. And to do that, take that time if you need it. If you need a couple days, take those quiet days, right? All right. Yeah. I'm hearing an old song, but I do feel like this person wants your energy and attention. And I feel like there's a body to body energy that goes along with this person's energy. It's like there's a very physical energetic. This person may lead with that I'm attracted to you energy to kind of get a foot in the door. That's just for some. Okay, let's see what we've got here. What do we have for the collective spirit? What do we have? What do they need to know most? What do we have? Okay. Wow. Yeah. I hear take it all in stride. So phases. These phases energetically. Yeah, Spirit's just kind of reiterating the message. It's like Spirit's on deck with this as you kind of grow, learn, expand. We've got this little witch here. And her hat. So it's like her hat's almost kind of pointed to the side. And, the witch's hat is to actually connect with higher level energy, right? So the point at the top funnels the energy in to the crown, right? So that's kind of the energy here. And I do see that the hat is pointing to the side. So right now it's like a rest period. When you need to take a rest, please do that. You're still on your way to being that emperor, empress in your own life. It's not going to slow you down or stop you from getting where you need to be when you need to be there, right? There's a time for everything. There's a time for forward movement and there's a time for rest. I do feel like maybe seasonally things might be slowing down for you. And I want to say that's okay. Yeah, I heard Emperor, Empress. I do feel like both of those energies are here and those energies are for your own use. I feel like you're in alignment, right? But you do need that rest. Some of you have a crush coming in as a side note. What is this? Hold on. I don't know what you are. Love and peace. That's cute. I don't know that I've ever seen that one. This could be the long haul type of energy. You may know this person is coming in. I almost want to go like this, and I almost want to put this here. I feel like Spirit's on deck with this, kind of ushering this energy in. You may find your match as well. Maybe a new cycle coming in for that. Maybe it's time to focus on love and relationships. You may have that partner coming in. I almost want to say that this person's coming, but I want to say almost that you don't know who it's going to be. I feel like it's kind of exciting. You might be ready. You might put it out there that you're ready. I feel like this person coming in, the two of you will share love and peace together. So peace and love in the heart space. This could go long term. I'm I want to say this could end in a marriage and then move forward into the future and go a couple cycles, go quite a few cycles, right? Could go to the end of your days, you know, for some, right? All the way through is what I mean. I do feel like a masculine energy could be coming in. I hear I am him. All right. I do kind of feel like this is someone who's had a crush on you for a while. It may or may not be something you're aware of from this person. You may feel their energy and maybe not know who it's coming from. This could be somebody who kind of keeps their distance. Or this could be somebody who's around you and maybe they blush every time you look at them. Or they trip over their words when they're trying to talk to you, right? It could be really, really painfully obvious in the sweetest way possible. Or, you know, it might kind of come in that way as well. So, yeah, I see a lot of blushing cheeks. It could be two people who feel that way around each other even. So, it's really sweet, actually. It's really sweet energy. Very cute coming in. A lot of good things coming in. I want to say, keep doing what you're doing. Definitely take rest when you need it. Not all seasons are for racing forward. Some are for rest. I might be talking to somebody who practices, who's decided to take the winter downtime, who's decided to really kind of make it minimal, right? The effort expended right now to make it minimal. Take this time to rest. And then when the season changes, you can step back out really rejuvenated and with a fresh new look. That phoenix energy, right? Could be for some. All right, that is what I have for you all. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe to become part of this Ophiuchus tribe. And I will see you all in the next one. Bye.